Excuse me, Jana here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is August 1st, 2017. Woo! Booktubeathon has ended. And so this is my kind of wrap up of both July and Booktubeathon. I had only read 4 books this month, which is okay. 2 of them are actually 5-star reads, so like I'm okay with that. And yeah, 3 of them I read during Booktubeathon. 1 I had read before and after, because I was kind of like in a slump that month, because I'm like, they're not really catching my eye. I think I was in a slump, and then I got a book hangover from and went to another slump directly after one of the books I read. Anyways, the one that I read before Booktubeathon was The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. Great book, fantastic. I probably mentioned it like 5 times on this channel since reading it. And this cover is the exclusive cover. Anyways, I'm gonna be done with that. 5-star read. I actually really want to try and read the audiobook of it, because I hear from like everyone, oh, the audiobook's narrated by Tom Riddle from the Harry Potter movies. I think like the Chamber of Secrets Tom Riddle, which selling point for me. I'd read that, or listen to that. I generally don't like audiobooks, but that actually sounds like it's going to be amazing. Book's about 3 characters who kind of go on a trip around Europe. Well, it's mainly 2, but like his sister has to come along because I have to take her to school. Oh, boring sister. Fantastic read. So they go on a little trip around Europe before they part ways. Fun times. Great. Highly recommend that 5-star book. One of my favorite books of the year. Next book took me a month and 5 days to read, I think, which was the book that has 89 pages in it, The Duel of the Parallel Lives, between Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr by Judith St. George. I did like this book. I enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4 stars, but it just took me a damn long time to read. Don't know why. As you can see, it's traveled with me. That happens to like a bunch of my paperbacks. I don't feel bad because I'm so used to it. The next book is The Seafarer's Kiss by Julia Ember. I think I gave this book 3 or 4 stars. I think I gave it 3. I mean, it was alright. There left more to be desired. I hear that there's going to be a second book of this coming out, which I did not expect, but I'll read it. It was somewhat entertaining. I mean, like, it's a short book. Like, there's only 212 pages. So, like, you could feel wanting more to happen. But, yeah. It was alright. I mean, I had originally planned on not starting it before Booktubeathon, but I started it the day before and then finished it the next day. So, yeah. And the 4th and final book that I read, I actually read Sunday the 30th. Because I came home sick from work, and at one point I was just like, I feel like kind of reading. I'm going to pick it up. Midnight rolled around, finished it. And that was Copper Sun by Sharon M. Draper. Fantastic book. 5 out of 5 stars. If you have not read this, I highly recommend it. It's about a 15-year-old girl who is stolen from her village in Africa, brought over to the American colonies as a slave. And then there she goes on to meet in the household that she was sold off to. Because it's told from like 2, it's always from 3rd person, but it's omnipresent, where you follow one character and then you follow another. Like, it's not from 1st person, but like, you're following this character and then you're following that character, so like it kind of goes back and forth. Where it's then you're following an indentured servant by the name of Polly, and then the 2 of them, and something happens, and then the 2 of them end up having to run away together. And it's a great book, actually, and with a beautiful cover. I love this cover, gorgeous cover. It's just so orange. I like it. That was the last book I ended up reading for July. Started a few more books. Oh my goal was to actually finish books on my TBR, not start and add more. But that didn't happen. Anyways, so moving on to, because I normally do this in 2 parts. I normally do my month wrap up and then my next month TBR. So let's get right into it because it's going to kind of be long. So next month, as I was I had to pull up a page on my computer over there. I was searching, or I wasn't even searching, I was just watching August TBR videos or July wrap-up videos or something like that. And I found it. So for the month of August, there's going to be a month-long reading challenge, which is called the Read a Thin, where you read books to kind of thin out your TBR. You don't buy any books, you just read books to kind of thin out all the books that you currently own, which I own a lot. There's 18 challenges, so if you're familiar with the Emoji-a-thon, you can double up on some of the challenges, but you have to read like 3 books. You have to read like 6 to 3 books. I kind of challenged myself and decided to be like, hey, let's fill in all 18 challenges and see how far we get. So, the first one was read a 2017 release. The book's currently in another room and I didn't feel like getting it before filming, which was, I decided to read for that Tosh Hart's Tolstoy. It came out just a few in June. So I thought, hey, that's a good one. I kind of already wanted to start it. So I figured, hey, good one. So I kind of tried to go back and forth between books I had already owned for a long time and then books that I had just like recently purchased. I don't think it's even. Oh. I forgot 2 books, which they're currently on my bookshelf. One I can kind of grab because my foot's asleep. One I cannot because it's like at the very top of my bookshelf because the book, like all these books that are like this on my bookshelf, up and down, I have read, and then all the books that are like this sideways. Oh, there it is. There's one. I'm not reaching up and grabbing the other. But all the books that are like this are books that I'm currently reading or books that I haven't started yet. And but in this book bin, it's all books that I haven't started. They're just there. Anyways, so read a 2017 release. I decided to go with Tosh Hart's Tolstoy because, here, the cover will represent it because I take the jackets off my books. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to read that because that's a 2017 release. And then the next one was read a book with the same color of your birthstone, or similar color. Mine's an emerald. I was born in May, so I decided to go with Black Beauty by Anne Sewell. I've owned this since I was in elementary school. I've never read it. Like, that's my book fair stamp, and it's still it's in there permanently. So, hey, knock this one off because it's a children's classic. I should actually read it. I've owned it forever. And then the next book, read a diverse book, which is Tell Me Again How a Crush Should Feel. I just started that the other day. It's in my purse. I don't feel like getting it. And then the next one was read a book with the title / author with the same first letter as your name. I was like, that is hard. But I think I ended up going, well, I almost cheated for this one. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Although now that I see it, I didn't actually need to cheat with it because, which is Jean Rasher, Forgiveness, which is a Harlequin super romance, whatever the hell that means. I own a lot of Harlequin novels I have not read. And then the other one was read a book related to your favorite emoji. I don't even have a favorite emoji. I just chose a book with emojis on it, which was TTYL. I had wanted to read this for a while. I picked it up at my transit card is in there. How much money is on that? Okay, I shouldn't even think about it. Anyways, I picked this up at the Discovery Shop for like 25 cents. So there's that. And then the other one was read a book beginning with a letter from TBR, so T, B, or R. So I chose Black Dove, White Raven by Elizabeth Wen. And then the next one was read a book with a summer themed cover. Now that they're all in October, I can kind of see them. So I chose The Land of 10,000 Madonnas because, you know, what is with me in Europe all of a sudden? Anyways, it's summery themed. They're in the back of a car traveling. That's all summer themed. And then the next one was read a book with a warm colored cover. So like orange or brown or yellow. Okay, I kind of cheated with this one. I chose the spine. Although the back's kind of orangey. Which is a supernatural novel because I own like 10 of these. Half of them I've read, half of them I have not read. So I decided, and I'm rewatching Supernatural as we speak, so I'm like, hey, perfect time to actually pick up one of the novels again. I like tie-up novels, if you don't know. Then the next one was start and finish a series, which I'm kind of cheating with this one because I had started it in January. The first book's over there. I have the rest of the books. They're not very long. Which is the Face on the Milk Carton series. So, these are all the rest of them. The first one's over there. It just has severe water damage to it. Done. So, but I'm going to try finish the first one and then read the rest of them. Which I actually they're not very long. Which they're like YA thrillers. Which, I mean, I already kind of know what happens because I saw one of the TV movies. And I was like, hey. Alright, the next one is start a book within 24 hours. Start and finish a book within 24 hours. I chose a graphic novel, which is codenamed Sailor V, which I got when I was in San Francisco, seeing for Mother's Day weekend. It's a graphic novel. I've actually never read the codenamed Sailor V series, which is like 2 or 3 graphic novels. But I want to, so I should churn through this fairly quickly. I mean, it's a manga. It's not even a graphic novel. It's a manga. So there. And then read a new to you author. A lot of authors I have are new to me. I just need to read them. Anyways, the next one I chose for that one was New World Rising by Jennifer Wilson. And mainly because I know it's a little series that's already have all 3 published. I think. Anyways. It's a very pretty cover. I like this cover. Yeah. Anyways. It's falling. Okay. And then read a book with water on the cover. I was like, oh no, I don't have any book with water on the cover. But yes, I do. I have 2. But I'm going with the one, which is a Nora Roberts book that I can never pronounce. That I got at a yard sale for like 25 cents. Figured I should actually read it. Yay! It's fairly quick paced. It's only 219 pages. It's there. And then read a book set in summer. Sarah Dessen, The Moon and More. I've never actually read a Sarah Dessen book. So there we go. That's another one. It also has water on the cover. See, I can double up if I want to. Just choose to make life harder. Then Buddy read a book, which I don't have anyone I read with. So I'm going to leave that one blank for right now. And then read a book recommended to you by someone in the community. I decided to go with a hyped book because everyone's like, oh, I recommend hyped book, which is all the way up there, which is My Lady Jane. It's going to stay up there because I don't feel like getting it. And then read a guilty pleasure book. Okay, it's my second Harlequin novel on here, but I love these books because they're amazing and fun, and it's only barely 200 pages, so there. Oh yeah, this one's called The Golden Mask. And this one was published in, because this is an older one, which again I got for like 25 cents, and it's set in New Zealand. New location. Actually, no, it's not. I read a book set in New Zealand. It's published in 1993, so there. And then read an adult book, which, okay, this is how I almost cheated. Because this author, because I couldn't think of anyone or find anyone, because I had already pulled all those ones with the J's. Because books don't start with J. It's so hard. But because I knew this author, because I was like obsessed with this author when I was like in high school. But she writes under three separate pen names, because she writes like paranormal under one, contemporary under another, and then historical under a third. Which I always read her historical ones, which is, so this one for read an adult book, The Girl Who Knew Too Much by Amanda Quick. I almost, because I have another book by her that I still haven't read, I almost cheated and used that one and be like, hey, this author's real name starts with the J, so I'm gonna do it. But no. So The Girl Who Knew Too Much, I'm actually excited to read this because it sounds really different than all her other historical ones. So there's that. And then read a book outside your favorite genre, which I decided to go with like a thriller. And What We Saw by Aaron Hertzler, because I don't really read thrillers because they kind of freak me out. But I'm reading some more thrillers this month. I don't know. But yeah, that is that. I have like over 18. I have a very ambitious TBR, but I don't care. I kind of like it. I am on a book buying ban, and they should all be fun to read. And I actually found some that I'm like getting myself excited for again. Like I was excited for all these books when I bought them, but now I'm like excited for them all over again. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and bye.